that the actions are evaluated individually, and then like the nice threshold could just be like a lot lower, and so that way, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Hold on, what are my event types too? Because that could work. I mean, it's a little weird because it like I use those thresholds for every other event type. So it's a little weird that this is like the one event type that uses different threshold numbers, but I could do the same thing with event types 4. Maybe like event types 1 and 3 use the same threshold numbers, and event types 2 and 4 use these other threshold numbers. Uh, I don't know. So what are event types 2? In the original list, so it's, yeah, it was the rainstorm was one, and then what about in the original list? What was event type 2 in the, oh, there wasn't event type 2 in the original list, and I introduced event type 2. Oh man, event type 2. It didn't mean stuff. It didn't mean much for too long because it kind of got. Is Dragon Hall event type 2? Yeah, it's event type 2. Uh, it's event type 2 multi. Huh. Yeah. So okay, so if the difference between event type, if 1 and 3, like odds versus evens, if event type odds, it's easier to get perfect, but it's harder to get nice. That kind of makes sense, I guess. That is a bit more draconian. It's more towards the like black or white sort of situation. Uh, but so then yeah, what does that mean for event type 4? It means that yeah, it's harder to bust because event type 4 is like the bridge, right? The bridge is event type 4. Event type 4 is where basically event types 4 are going to go okay as long as you don't all do the same thing. So so yeah, to get perfect. So like I'm thinking like so like to raise the perfect threshold, it's probably not going to go up too much because like if it gets to 100, well, actually it could be literally 100. It could be that in order to get perfect, an event type's odd or even, excuse me, that you literally have to get unanimous on that. Uh, I don't know. That seems gratuitous. But like even at 95%, like at 95%, that means that like 95%, that means like out of 20 people, 19 people have to get it correct. So like that's really steep already. So you did it. Congratulations. Congratulations, Dave Slash. You yeah, people pay more or less attention. Like it's just like chat. Like it ebbs and flows. Like sometimes everyone's playing, sometimes everyone's paying attention, but sometimes or other times it's a lot. Sometimes it's all up to you, Days. You're no, that's really harsh. And also, I don't take suggestions, so I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess you're just like parroting something that I already said. But no, like even 95 is like really steep. Like at this point I'm starting to think like maybe 92 is too steep. Like maybe it should be like for events type maybe for events type odds like 90% is perfect because it's called perfect, but it's called perfect, but it's like what it really I don't know. It's just the it doesn't mean perfect is that you like literally did everything correct, but it means it's called perfect. I don't know because it means like you couldn't have done anything better really, or like you wouldn't have gotten rewarded any more handsomely, regardless of what you'd done. Um, um, so uh, uh, that's funny. I didn't really plan on working on this sort of thing today, but I haven't done this sort of thing in a while, so I guess it's kind of a nice change. Um, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll just change the thresholds. So let's let's get rid of. Wait, what did I do here? I did something weird here, right? What did I do? What did I do here? Undo, 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 undo. What did I do to make this error appear? Invalid syntax. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. Alright, just get rid of BPCT altogether. There's no invalid syntax in. Okay, good. So, yeah. Alright, so, to get nice, to get nice, you only need like 45% or something like that. Hey, event time. Uh, uh, to get nice, you only need to get like 45% or so, or maybe like 47.5%, because that would correspond to 95%. Uh, I mean, maybe I should make it. Yeah, maybe I should change it a lot. Like maybe. All right, so I'll actually start like working on. I'll actually start like putting in numbers instead of just like saying numbers out loud. So where are my thresholds so far? No, like where are they declared? uh, Up here. So right, so maybe I'll make good. All right, so right now it's like 60. Oh wow, it's already like 66 point something something. Wow. Hmm. Uh. Huh. Oh yeah, so good and great are actually nice and perfect. The names are all messed up because I kept changing things. Um. Wow. All right, so if I brought great down to like or great or perfect, if I got the higher threshold, so that I'll call it just the higher and the lower threshold. Um, uh, if I wrote the higher threshold, 66%, huh? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember why I did it that way. I did it that way so that in event type 3, even if only 3 people participated, you wouldn't get like you could still win basically. Uh, hmm. So I could just special case the 3 player case instead of having to specifically worry about it uh, for the purposes of these thresholds. I mean, heck, I could just tune like each of these thresholds separately, or like each event's thresholds. I could just tune them all separately. Maybe I should at this point. Like maybe that'd be easier. um. So. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the other thing. Like. Well, and maybe that's okay. Like. Ah, yeah. 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 Maybe that's okay. That it's like it shouldn't be that hard to get nice, I guess, on event type 1. Because right now you have to get like 60. You have to get nearly 70%. Like you have to get literally 2/3 to get nice, but maybe it's okay to have like a smaller majority than that. Like maybe it's, well, no, I was saying this one's supposed to be high. This one is the one where nice is supposed to be high, and so I can just bring down perfect. I can just bring down perfect to so it's hard to get nice. It's not that much harder to get perfect if you can get nice. So 2/3. So maybe like 5/6, I guess, is like, what is 5/6? It's like I honestly don't even know. It's like 80 something, right? I don't know. It's what is half of 33? Half of 30ish. So it's like what, like 80, 84 or so. So it's definitely lower than 92. And then I could use 92 as the threshold for the other event types, and then I could use like 50 or like 40. What was I saying? Like 40 something. Uh, hmm. All right. So yeah, for one thing, I know I need like more values than this. So I'll say uh, I should probably just do this. I should probably just do separate values for, like, it was nice. It was convenient when I could use the same values for like all the event types, but I should probably just use different values for each of the event types at this point. That'd probably honestly be the easier option. So I actually don't really need those variables anymore. So yes, threshold good. So okay, so let's say for event type 1, to get good, you have to get higher than 2/3. You have to get higher than 2/3. To get perfect, you have to get higher than 5/6, I guess. I don't know. That seems fine. All right, and then yes, then we do something similar for event types. For event types 2. So we don't use this like rounding thing anymore. We instead do yeah. So wait. Event time scale. I can support that with not too much difficulty. I can just say if anyone got perfect, then event time scale gets good. We can just assume. Oh yeah. So it might be. We might make it so that it's impossible not to get nice in. Yeah. No, if we make this change, it's impossible not to get nice in event types 2. Someone will get nice in event types 2, which is fine. That's okay. Because yeah, we're intentionally making it easier to get nice, and it's harder to get perfect. So hypothetically, in a really coordinated team, event types 1 would be more profitable, but in a loosely coordinated, like less coordinated way, then event types 2 would be more popular. All right, so yeah, I'll basically just do this again, except do we have to do all of this, or just yeah, no, we do all of this, I suppose. Or no, not no, we just have to do. Wait, what? We just have to do this much, right? Oh, but handling outcomes. Wait. Oh yeah. No, outcomes is still the same. All right, yeah. So copy this. Put this here, and then wait, what? Oh, indent this, and then change. So it's not we're not dealing with APOP anymore. We're dealing with B key. Whoops, caps lock. VKey, because we're not just checking the top option anymore. We're checking all options. Oops, wait, was that? No, wait, I didn't mean to change APOP. That is supposed to be APOP. These are supposed to be VKey. All right, and then these are supposed to be VKey. Yes, there we go. All right, and then the thresholds are changing, because for this, I'm just gonna say, actually, I don't like this notation. How do I actually want to do this? I'm just gonna say like 65. It's like, or maybe just 60%. No, the nice is supposed to be harder to get here. So, yeah, we'll just say like 65%. So 0.65. I don't like describing them as fractions. I was describing them as fractions just so it would be like 0.6 repeating, but whatever. Yeah, this will just be like 85%. It could just be 80%, right? It's like 80%. That's probably fine. Because 80% is a 0.8. 80% is a pretty strong majority. Like to get 80% of people on the internet to all do the same thing is that's impressive. That's worth a few extra points here or there. All right, so yeah, in this case it'll just be you only need 40%. I think just 0.4. And then, but then to get perfect, you need like 0.9, 90%, 92 maybe. It's really hard. I mean, like, yeah, you need to be basically unanimous to get 0.92 or higher. So that's fine. That's distinct. And excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm not literally dying, I hope. All right. Oh, what was this all about? I did some weird math here. Just to try and get the same thresholds to operate in the opposite direction. I did some weird math. I'm satisfied enough with those. I might come back and tune those at some point, but for now I'm satisfied. So wait, just actually before I go, so 0.4 means that if 5 people choose an action, and 3 people choose one side, and 2 people choose the other side, 0.4, everyone will get nice. Because 2 out of 5 is 0.4. So that seems fine. But if it's like, if it's 2 out of 6, that doesn't get you points. Because you need more than 2 out of 6. Hey, event time. We could support 2 out of 6. But that's not really why I wanted to make this differentiation. So we'll say no. We'll nah. We'll keep it as 0.4 for now. All right. Have a nice dinner, day slash. All right. So. All right. Yeah. So crazy math. I should change this around once I figure out how it's currently operating. So so if APOP divided by A total is less than or equal to, yeah, right. So this used to be this used to say, wait, length of A dictionary 1 divided by, oh yeah, sure. Wait, what? The length of A dictionary? Oh, really? Oh, interesting. The length of Action Dictionary. Why was I doing it like that? Is that important? Is it? Does it have to be the length of the action dictionary? Uh, oh, because I'm divided by a total. Yeah, that was why I did that. Right? Uh, Hold on, let me think on this for a second. Because yeah, so the funny thing about this math is that it supports both. It's supposed to support event types of any number of actions, like regardless of how many actions there are in the event. It's hypothetically it's made in an open ended. It's written in an open ended manner so that those will all get those will all be handled appropriately. All right, so yeah, this time we're taking the most popular option, right? And we're saying if it's less than if the most popular option if the number of people who participated in the most popular option divided by the total number of people who participated is less than or equal to what is this? 1 minus 1 divided by... Why did I do the length of action dictionary? That seems crazy. Threshold good? I feel like this is wrong. But like I feel like also there was been a reason that I had done it this way. Oh. Wait. What? Wait, this means that the longer the action dictionary gets, the harder it gets to surpass this threshold? It's like 1 minus... Oh no. Yeah. No, it totally does. Because like 1/2 times threshold good. So like threshold good is no, it means that... Wait. Yeah. Okay, so threshold good is point, or is 2/3, right? Okay, so 2/3 times 1/2 is 1/3. So 1 minus 1/2 is like, well, it's 2/3. But that's just funny how that works out. That's just coincidence. If the length of a dictionary was 3, then 1/3 times 2/3 is what? 2/6, or like one. Wait, what? No, hold on. 1/3 times 2/3 is 2/9. Yes, 2/9. Which is less than 1/3. So 1 minus 2/9 is more than 2/3. So why was I doing it that way? It gets harder the more... I don't think I meant that. I think this is just another bug. Oh, wait, no. That means the threshold was getting higher, and this is the bar that we're supposed to hit under. So it was getting easier. Why is it getting easier? Like that. That seems crazy. I don't think that's correct. I think this was a failure in math on my part. I think. Yeah, I feel like it has to be. Because, like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what else I would have been thinking with that. So, yeah, oh, wait. I know what I should be accounting for. I just don't know if this accounts for it. Does it? Because, like, hypothetically, so in the case that a total, and because hypothetically, if there were like 10 different actions, then it would be like almost impossible to fail. Not that there are going to be 10 different actions particularly often, or possibly ever, but like if there were, then it would be almost impossible for people to accidentally all choose the same option. And so it would be almost impossible for this to fail. Um, So I was doing weird math in order to balance against different number of actions per for an event. But how do I actually want to do this? Like, what is the correct way to balance that? Uh, I I do want to. I want to. I want to what exactly? I want to. I want to check the. Hmm. I do want to take roughly the. I do want to take a adic divided adic apop divided by a total, right? A total. Yeah. Oh, right. There's also write-ins. How does it? How does? How do write-ins work with a total? Or not write-ins. Multi-events. How do multi-events work with a total? I think a total just means the number of players. It doesn't mean the total number of actions taken. Uh, right? So for e key in edict, yes. So this is just the. This is just the number of people who. If you edict e key index cur of actions a key. What? if the uh if the players. Oh, right, because yeah, because we yeah. Oh, that's right. I remember what. Okay. This is why actions are are a list of increasing integers, because they're also the indexes for the multi events. The way we keep track of that, right? Okay. All right. So yeah, a total is basically just like the length of edicts for for those who participated. It's basically just the length of edict, actually. Right? Why am I not just using edict length instead of a total? Because they seem like equivalent terms. Anyways, I don't know. um, all right, so the number of people who chose a particular option amongst the total number of participants. Uh, uh, I mean, I'll be surprised if this is correct, but I mean, I can definitely simplify this math. So, I'm just gonna simplify it. Or well, okay. So, do I want to keep the length of action dictionary? The length of action dictionary is just how many possible actions there were altogether. So maybe I'll want to bring that back, but I don't know. For now, let's just declare an arbitrary threshold. So let's say, I mean, it should be somewhat on par with our other thresholds, I guess. Oh, that's event type 4. Hold on, I should do event type 3 first. Uh, so, yeah, it should be like somewhat on par with our other. So, like, before we use 0.65. Excuse me. So the equivalent of that would be 0.65 The equivalent of that would be half of 0.65. No, it would be would it be just half of 0.65? Yeah, yeah. Right. Wait. No, it would be it'd be one minus half. No, wait, no. Wait, what would it be? It'd be oh, 1 minus 1 divided by, or no, 1, wait, would it be just 1 minus, yeah, I guess so. No, it'd be all right, if it was back when it was hey, no. Okay, wait. I have this backwards. It's 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 the opposite. It'd be it'd be 0.35 times 2. It'd be point 0.7. I think. It'd be point 0.7. Yeah. Cuz it'd be 1 minus it times 2. No. What? Is it point 0.7? Point 0.7 is slightly more lenient than 0.6666666, point 0.6 repeating. And so it's 0.65. I don't know. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'll just call it 0.7. Because that way in the case that, that way in the case that there are 3 people, you can still succeed. Oh, actually, yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. Uh, um, so, um, so how do I want to scale this for events with like a lot of so I could just say apop or addict. Addict. There can't be only one. I mean, there can hypothetically. Uh, So wait, maybe I'll say so I'll say like so like b pct equals 0 point so or 0.7, and then if addict if len addict is if len addict is greater than 2, which it should be, or no, greater than 1, greater than or equal to 2, which it should be. There should be at least 2 actions. Oh, wait. No, addict. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, right. Wait, actually, we know it's greater than or equal to 2 because this is the else case of it equaling 1. Right. So, oh, that's funny, because when there's only one action, you can't win at event type 3. But if there's only one action, that's silly. Typically, addict only has one. Oh, so maybe, maybe we shouldn't be basing. Maybe I shouldn't be basing this on the action dictionary at all. Maybe I should be basing this on. Yeah, no, I should be basing this on the current event actions dictionary, because it should be based on how many actions were available. Does that make sense? Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, because it should be slightly easier. Like, because if there are 10 available actions, hypothetically, if there are 10 available actions and players are still able to, if there are 10 available actions, it should be harder to succeed at this. If there are 10 available actions, then you should have to You should have to take a much broader swath of actions. Hmm. Maybe. So like point seven. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe that's why I was multiplying in the maybe that's why I was multiplying in the from the like the length of the action dictionary. Although, yeah, I don't think it should be the action dictionary actually. I think it should be the current events action dictionary, which are two different things. Trust me. um, all right, so uh, yeah. So how should I do that? It's like the more actions there are. Yeah. So like oh, am I gonna come out with the same formula? That'd be funny if I did come out with the same formula again, considering how perplexed I was by it last time. But so maybe it's 0.7. No, 0.7. No, wait. 0.7. Huh. It's 0.7. The current events action dictionary can't be length 0. Actually, maybe it can. But if it, I think we wouldn't get this far if like we only actually ever do this if a total is greater than 0, right? Yeah, so a total has to be greater than 0. And a total can only be greater than 0 if someone actually participated in the event. And someone can only participate in the event if there exists at least one valid action, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah. Because if there are no keys in cur-ev actions, then this loop never occurs. Oh wait, but that's from multi. Wait, why don't we use cur-ev actions for? Oh yeah, yeah. So again, but I mean we go over the event dictionary, and the event dictionary only gets populated if people participated in the event. What am I trying to do exactly? So what I'm implementing right now is I'm basically, well, I mean, I had it mostly implemented before, but I'm rebalancing the scoring system for the game. Excuse me, the scoring system. So like I kind of had like a flat I had like flat thresholds. I don't know. At first I thought there was a bug in my scoring systems. And then I realized that it was just that I had been a little bit like hand wavy about the math earlier. Like the math wasn't as precise as I'd hoped it to be. Or it just didn't, I don't know. It was like it was first draft and now it's going to be second draft. It wasn't even first draft. It was like third draft or something like that. But now it's going to be like I'm redrafting it essentially. So right now the specific event type is the event where the correct approach or the correct strategy event. So this is event type 3. Event type 3, the correct strategy in event type 3 is to divide and conquer. And so I'm setting this up so that it's flexible regardless of how many possible actions. Like, okay, so let's say, so it's divide and conquer, right? So let's say for a given event type 3, there are like 3 bases that, or actually the most common case is that there are 2 bases to cover. So bases to cover, then like the win condition is evaluated if let's say for example neither base gets more than 70% of the available participants. So like if 70% all choose one option, like let's say there are 10 people and let's say 7 of them all choose one option and only 3 of them are left for the other option, like that might be the fail condition because that's not a very effective divide and conquer. Like, yes, technically some people took the other option, but and it's not specifically failure. It's just like a lack of success, I guess. So yeah. So if you went 6 and 4, like that would be success, for example. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was. The 6.5. Did I get it right? How was half of 6.5? Half of 6.5 is 325. Wait, no, not half of it. Half of it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 100 minus. What's 100 minus 3.25? Or excuse me, 32.5. That'd be would be 67.5. Anyways, sorry, that was sorry, that was just a tangent. Um, yeah, right. Okay, so then, the case where there are only two bases is just like one example. Wait, do I actually want it to be 67.5 instead of 7? Or so point 675 possibly. It probably doesn't matter, but whatever. Okay. Uh, excuse me. Um, yeah. What was else? What else was I? Yeah, right. So then, in the case that there are multiple bases, like it changes, right? It's like, or in the case that there are more than two bases, then it changes because like now it's not just like 70%. Like 70% doesn't mean the same thing anymore. So I guess like oh. Thank you. I'm going to pretend that's a compliment. um, yeah, no, this is just how my brain works. I could apologize for it. I could, if I felt like it. um, all right, so yeah, let's 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 think about this. What is the equivalent? Like so I might use like 67.5 instead of 70%. But what is so the equivalent of 70% for three bases, for example, would be basically what we're saying now is that like so 70%. What is 70% to half? Oh yeah, so let's think about it that way instead. So like 70% is is what? 70% is actually like 100 and 70% is 140% of perfect because perfect is 50%. So 70% is 140% of perfect. So if you breach 150% of or, excuse me 140% of perfect, then that's the failure condition, or like 100. Yeah. Okay. So that's I think maybe that's a better way to think about it. So so then what is so okay so yeah actually that I like that. So so it's probably actually just going to be like oh wait, is that correct? Yeah, no, that seems legit, I guess. The the more options there are, the less you'll want to uh hog pile on the a given option. So yeah, so for multi events, sorry, that train of thought is still not complete, but I'm just gonna take a brief diversion to think about multi events because multi events, events where you can take multiple actions, as it was before, like between one and two, event types one and two, and three and four, like between these, whoops, between like the top row and the bottom row, I remember multi made one of them easier and the other one harder, but I forget which. Let me think about that real quick. Uh, I think I want to say it made three and four easier, but um, is that true? No. Wait, no, maybe it was between three and four. Maybe it made like three easier and four harder or something like that. I won't worry about it for now. Ooh, should I? Maybe. Huh. Oh. Yeah, wait, hold on. Wait, event type 3, I was dividing by a total. Addict, apop, divide. Oh, divide. Oh, yeah, no. This would make multi would actually make this really hard because because when people can take multiple options, if it's oh, so maybe I should define it the other way. Maybe I shouldn't define it by like assuming what people aren't doing based on what people are doing. Maybe I should just base it on what people aren't doing. Oh yeah. Because like if we're using 70% to determine that the other one only got 30%, that assumption doesn't hold true when people can take multiple actions. Because just because 70% of people took one action, like maybe 70% of people took the other action as well. Like if people can take multiple actions, that's their prerogative, and you'll naturally exceed 100%. So, uh, huh. That doesn't. So like one of the. Sorry. Maybe I should split out these event types actually, because like some. Yeah, I mean multi certainly. Multi confuses this in such a way that like there are some events of type 3 that. Oh no, technically those are type 4. The ones I was about to mention. Like there are types of event there are events of type 4 that it is more defined by failure in excess rather than fit. Like so like the 70%, like 70% is the actual failure. The example oh, maybe that's event type 4. All right, so huh. Sorry. Um I know I'm not finishing all my sentences. I apologize. But so in event type 4, for example, you have the option to like cross a bridge or swing across a vine. And if too many people cross the bridge, it's shaky and the bridge will collapse. So that's it. That's an example where you're not just failing because 30% of the people didn't take the other option. You're literally failing because 70% of the people took that one option. So if I changed like fundamentally how these events work, I'll need to make sure that the events that I have are categorized correctly, which wouldn't be that hard actually. Um, oh, did the, did that event just started, but no event sound played? All right, so the lack of audio is clearly. Or no. Oh, that started like. Excuse me. Sorry for putting my face so close to the camera and the microphone, but I can't read it from here. But it looks like that started like 4 minutes ago. Did the event start? Maybe the event sound played, and I should go back and watch the archives to see if the event sound played and I just didn't hear it, or if it literally didn't play. I think it literally didn't play, and I don't know what that bug is about. If it's I don't know. All right. um. All right. So I don't think I want to change. All right. How do I preserve? Can I preserve the integrity of event types 3 and 4 without changing this stuff? Can I change it? Can I preserve the integrity of event types 3 and 4 in multi and non-multi events without changing how it's defined? I mean, worst case scenario, I can just handle the multi case differently. Like that's entirely doable. I don't want to, but that might be that might be how it works. Does this say strange? I can't really read it from here. Yeah. All right. Anyways. All right. So. All right. Sorry, I've said that like 10 times now, but What is the fair way to check this? There's the other data point. It's like how many votes were cast altogether. Am I actually tabulating that data point? I might not be tabulating that data point, but I can. Oh wait. Oh, that's what a total is. Wait, is that what a total is? I think that's what a total is. No, wait. Was I? Yeah. No, I'm a crazy person. Right, because it loops over the actions first. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Wow. I was way off base. A total is not just it's literally the total number of votes cast. So maybe that's actually how maybe that's how I differentiate. Wait, is that? I mean, the yeah. So side quest is what's playing out in the bottom of the screen there. So yeah, it's the chat channel is literally the control scheme for this game. Uh, um, I mean, it's I don't know. It's like it's just supposed to be like a part of this channel. I call it side quest because it's just like a little game that plays at the bottom of the screen. uh, yeah. Um. So. Okay. Uh. Uh. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Just getting distracted. Don't mind me. Uh. All right. So yeah, a total is not just the is not the number of players as I had been thinking previously. I misread it. I expected. Usually I loop the action. I put the action loop within the like if I'm looping over both players and actions, I usually loop over players first. But this is one of those situations where I'm not. I'm looping over actions first, and so there's no there's nothing special going on in this game. If you have a question, crazy see liqueur, feel free to ask. There's no like there's nothing of that ilk. Like the game plays, and there's literally just the game. There's nothing but the game and me. I'm here, so I can answer your questions. Also, other people, yeah. All right. So uh, what there you go. You got it. um, so um, oh yeah. Oh, I just remembered something. That actually, thank you. Thank you, Crazy C Liquor, because I was just reminded that I was looking at the late dictionary earlier, and I never for the late dictionary. There's another thing. There's another feature that I added in that no, you got it. You know how to play. Crazy. You know how to play. You already played. You just played. You played the game. I saw you do it. It didn't show up on. It didn't show up in this chat here because I have it filtered out. Just so it doesn't get. Just like if people are asking me questions, the game doesn't interfere with people asking me questions and stuff like that. But no, yeah, you said pound shout, and that is the correct way to play the game. You shouted for great justice, or for justice. It could have been great justice. We don't know. Uh, we leave that part to the imagination. But yeah, no. So there's the late dictionary. Technically, if an event is over, you can still participate because of stream delay. Like the event might still be showing on screen even when even after it concludes. So right. So we have that set up to be handled. But yeah. So the thing that I forgot to do is that at a certain point, I made it so that your what is it? It's like active. There's adventurers have an acted status. Is acted what I think it is? Acted is the one where we only show your score in your name tag if you've acted. Yeah. All right. Yes. So when someone participates in the late dictionary, then we also set their acted tag to true. So, yeah. Uh, all right, yeah. So then the other thing that we do is pdict the player dictionary index name dot acted equals true. That way, yeah. So your experience points aren't showing up because you participated after the end of the event. You did still get credit, but only partial credit. And yeah, typically once you participate in an event, you'll notice like some players, it shows like their experience points above their head. It'll start showing. Well, so right now it doesn't show your experience points because you participated late, and that was what I just fixed. So now even if you participate late, it'll still enable it'll still show your experience points. So you did gain experience points. Here I can even yeah, we can even see. Oh, yeah. Wait. Huh. Wait, I saw it for Days Flash. Did it? Did it not happen? Oh yeah, here it is. Crazy Liqueur. So yeah, you got 2 points, right? 2 points or 1 point? Wait, what is the two and what is the one? The two. Oh, you got two. Oh, you have a total of 2 points now. Okay, yeah. Because you had 1 point from before it, and then you got one additional point. So now you now have two experience points. That's what this says here, and also yeah. So once I rerun the script with that change that I just made, it would now be showing your. Oh man. Oh gosh, you're one level away from max level, Lauren, aren't you? You're one level away. Well, clearly I'm doing character art tomorrow. Oh, Lauren. You're amazing. Lauren is the highest level player in the game. That's why Lauren has like that's why Lauren's an archer when everyone else is just kind of like, I don't know, an adventurer. Trusty Bard is kind of cool. Trusty Bard plays this game a lot, so I I was planning on doing character art this week anyways, but now I literally have to. No, it's totally cool because I mean like like you can like even if I didn't make character art, you could still level up. And then as soon as I added in new character art, you would instantly get. Oops, sorry, that was a little loud. You would instantly get the new character art. Is how the system would work. So like, I don't technically have to add character art just to make the game continue to work, but uh, uh, um, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking the next level might be like a mage sort of like something magical, or maybe I don't know, because we went like you start out like as a generic type adventurer type person, and then we went like kind of like an archer. Well, we literally went like an archer because you get a bow, an arrow, and everything. Um, uh, hey, Ventan. Uh, and then yeah, so I'm thinking the next direction that the character will take will be more like wizardly. It'll be like maybe you'll get like a well. Oh, so the other thing is that I don't want to give you a staff because the staff is basically just like a walking stick, and you just had a walking stick. So I might go with like in terms of like the what your dude's carrying around. It might be like a spell book or something like that. I don't know. Oh, it could totally be a spell book, right? Because your character is just holding his arm out, so it's not like clear. Like it's not like you're holding the arm out and like there has to be something in the arm. Like it could be that like you're holding the arm out and you're holding the arm out because you're holding like a book, right? I don't know. I just coincidentally have like all these props nearby. Don't mind me. um, well, anyways, I'll worry about that tomorrow when I start working on character art. But yeah, I don't know. I just want it to be like varied, so that it's not like super samey like all the time. Uh, well, so yeah, there will be staves at some point. I just don't want to do it right now because because there was just the walking stick. I want to do like a broader cycle so that like I mean there'll be themes that we revisit. Like at some point in the future, maybe you'll become like an even cooler archer. But like I want to do like a tour so that like I mean like I don't know. Technically like the gear that you get is supposed to represent like your advancement through the game, but to a certain extent it's the game like is kind of like it's for fun, right? So like yeah, you're this adventurer that starts out as an adventurer, and then you become an archer, and then you become a mage, and then you become like a warrior or like something. You know, like it's not your standard like progression. Like it's not your standard linear sort of thing. I just wanted to basically, yeah, okay. So I guess how one way to describe it was that, like, have you ever been to like one of those car parks where like you pull in, and like you drive up, and you just drive like up like a circle spirally thing, and you just keep so like the point is that you're like constantly getting higher and higher in level, but like you know it's not the same thing. You're not just like you're not just raising up in level. You're like kind of like the circle in this metaphor represents the like the variety of like all the different like character classes and all the different like the different variety that you could have in the game. So like so you'll revisit the same things a little bit, but you're always supposed to be getting cooler and cooler. So like the next time you become an archer, you're gonna be a cooler archer. Because like I mean, your bow is. I don't mean to knock your bow, Lauren, but it's cool, right? But it's also very simple. So like, I mean, I did that partly intentionally, so that way, the next time you become an archer, or like the next bow you get, I'll put it that way. The next bow you get will be, you won't get it for a while. It'll be down the line. You'll have many other different like gear that you get between now and then, but it'll be cooler. The point is that it's always at least a little bit cooler. Not like strictly cooler, because like cooler is of course subjective, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, exactly. So next time you get like archery gear, it'll be cooler. Like some people might think archers are cooler than mages, so it might be weird. Like some people might not consider it necessarily an improvement to go from archer to mage, but the next time they loop around the archer. It'll be a cooler archer than the last time that they were an archer is like kind of how I meant that. Yeah. So I should just finish this math, right? And then because the acted thing, good, cool. I'm just procrastinating. Well, that's what today is all about, right? Professional procrastination. Isn't that what I named the stream? I seem to be doing a pretty effective job at that. But I shouldn't. I mean, I don't have to procrastinate on every level. I'm like procrastinating in like 10 different ways right now. So let's make it 9 instead. All right. So a total. A total is the total number of votes cast. It's not just based on the number of people who participated. So I guess in that way, like, we are somewhat immunized from multi events, because it's always like, yeah, it just kind of works out like that. So, yeah, that's actually fine. We can just I think we can just do it as simple as this. It's like, why did I think that there was like, I don't know why I thought there was more needed in terms of this math and how it scales. I'm pretty sure this is fine. I feel like, I don't know. Alright, so anyways, what was the other threshold up here? 8? So 8, 1 minus 8 is 2 times 2 is 4. 1 minus 4 is 6. So just 0.6, 0.6. So excuse me. So in order to get like a passing grade, you need like in order to get nice, you need like 60. You need less than oh. Right. Okay. So wait, no. The math isn't this simple. The math is balanced for multi events because of a total, but the math isn't quite so simple, because I do still need to Right, no, the thing I was saying earlier about not thinking of it as 70%, thinking of it as 104, not thinking of it as 70% of 100, but thinking of it as 140% of, yeah. Mr. David Dot. Welcome. How's it going? Uh, sorry, I'm in a weird mood. I'm really, I'm really ready to like get distracted by everything right now. I've been on so many tangents. I'm on like tangents of tangents of tangents of tangents. Uh, there are no trains of thought left. They've all mysteriously disappeared. They all on their voyage down the tracks. No one knows exactly what happened. And or anyways, so as distracted as I am, I really should accomplish something still. And so the thing about yeah, right. So the 140%. So breaching 100% for 40, blah, 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 breaching 140% of acceptable. So let's yeah. So what is that? So it's just twice this. So twice this is one. I can do this. I can do this. It's 1.35. 1.35. I think. Whoops. The page up down keys are right next to. we used to. We used to have trains. Oh, have the trains left? Yeah, the trains left the station. And then no one's heard from them again. We're all out of trains because I don't know. They just never arrived anywhere. But yeah, right. That's right. Because yeah, that's right. All right. So it's not. That's not. This isn't correct. But I'm writing it like that for now. Just while I do this one as well. So 0.6. So 1.2. So basically this one can't exceed 135% of. So if you don't exceed 135%, then you at least got nice. If you don't exceed 120%, then you get great, or like you get the highest level accolade there. Oh, maybe I should change the phrasing between like. No, nice and perfect is fine. I mean, the other thing I could do is like I could literally change it so that like oh, huh. I could I could ooh what? Huh. Wait. Sorry. I was just thinking I could change how scoring worked so that nah no. No, I was gonna say I could change how scoring works so that, like, in event types 1 and 2, like, instead of putting the thresholds really close to each other, I could make it just so that, like, you got an intermediary value instead, and there was only one threshold. So, like, yeah, I don't like this idea, but the thing that I thought of and rejected without actually saying it out loud was that, like, basically you'd get 1.5 points. I mean, you wouldn't literally. I would change something so that I didn't have to award 1.5 points. But instead of getting 1 or 2 points, you would get 1 point. There would only be one threshold, and it would be worth 1.5 points. But no, no, I don't. No. All right. So, what is this actually? It has to be less than or equal to this times times the number of possible actions. Right. So times. Times the length of current events or currev dot actions. Yes. All right. Yeah. All right. That I think works. So, like for example. So yeah. So these. So edict. Adict APOP divided by A total is always going to represent the percentage of all votes cast, not just all players' actions, but all votes cast. So, for example, if there are 10 people and 7 of them chose one action and 7 of them chose the other action, because it's hypothetically multi, then basically that'll work out to 50-50, because this will be 7 and the total will be 14. So 7 divided by 14 is 1/2, and that is going to be, so then in that case the length of actions is going to be 2, and so 2 times, oh no, excuse me, not times, this is divided by, oops, so 1.35 divided by 2 is going to be that 65.7 or 67.5 that we had earlier, and so 0.5 or 50% will be less than 67.5%, and so that will evaluate to true. And then in that exact case, then they would also evaluate to true here, because it'll also be less than 20%, than 120%. So len cur ev dot actions. Yes. All right. So yeah, I like that. So then we'll do the same thing with the math down here. But we'll change the thresholds, because like we said, event types, we're changing it. So yeah, so like this long winding path that we've taken was to make it so that event types 1 and 3 are harder to get nice on, but easier to get perfect on. Whereas event types 2 and 4, easier to get nice on, harder to get perfect on. So yeah, why not? All right, so excuse me. So if I use the same formulation, so the point with the 0.4 and the 0.92, then what would it be? It would be 0.4. 1 minus 0.4 is 0.6 divided by 2 is 0.3. 1 minus 0.3 is 0.7. Really? 0.7? Wait. I forget how that math was supposed to work. I'm just making arbitrary additions and subtractions. 1 minus 0.4 is, oh yeah, wait, no. 1 minus 0.4, wait, what? I don't care about that. I'll just come up with better math on my own, maybe. Yeah, it's just gonna be, so if it's less than, yeah, no, that was, I was going in the right direction with that. 0.7. So, yeah. So wait. 1.4? No, wait. You're supposed to, nice is supposed to be basically free here. Yeah, so I guess 0.7. Is it? So like 0.14. Or 1.4. 1.4 would be the threshold here, I guess. So you can go, like, even if you have 40% more than, even if you have 40% more than the, like, the correct amount, then you still get nice. 40%, that doesn't feel like a lot. Is that really supposed to be as generous as only needing 0.4? Huh. I guess. I would have expected, I don't know, for some reason I was expecting it to be like more like north of 1.5 or something. Really? 1.4? I don't care. That's fine. Alright. Wait, is that math correct though? So let's try it one more time. So 1 minus 0.92 is 0.08. 0.08 divided by 2 is 0.04. 1 minus 0.04 is... No, I'm... That... Where did I come up with that math? Because I don't think it's correct. Yeah, no, I don't think that math is... I don't think that math holds up. I'll just make up new numbers. I don't care. So, I'll just say, 1.08. Sure. So you have to really nail it to get perfect on event type 3. Event type 4. Because if you breach by like, yeah, even by like 0.8, so like, if you have like, let's say you have 19, if you have 20 people competing, you can breach it by 1. Wait. Oh no. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I'm just gonna call it good. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna restart the script. Oh, well, I'll do it after this event. This is the last event with the old scoring system, so enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can. Oh yeah, and the whole multi thing has been working out, right? Because that was the other thing that we changed last time. We changed it so that, yeah. Alright, that bug was annoying because it was so pointless. For some reason I thought it would be important. And yet. And yet. Actually, with that other, like, setting multi to false thing, or not setting multi to false as the case may be, I do need to check, I think I do need to check, with what I'm, so yeah, when we make a new event, multi initializes to false, and when we're creating an event manually, when we're creating an event manually, we initialize a new event, right? A new ev equals just a new event, so it should start as false. So yeah, I think that's legit. I think that's probably fine. Hey, Kamega! How's it going? Alright, so, yeah, let's, so this event, once we're done with this event, we will restart the script. We'll have to bring down the script for a little while. And then the other thing, I should do is finish that art that we started, like, years ago. Make it so that we don't have, whoa. That's a weird visual effect. Yeah, I really need to work on this. Because that's a little too sudden, this snow coverage, hypothetically. I should probably get a little more subtle with how I handle that. Alright, well, it's been long enough since I worked on this that I forget what the layers are. So this is just covered. This is, what is this layer? Oh, I did the snow and the trees on the same layer. That I think was poor planning. Ugh. Alright, whatever. Snow, trees. Background is the mountains. And then layer 2 is the clouds. Or clouds and more trees. Whatever. And then layer 3 is just for contrast. Alright, so let's clean up these dirty edges, because that's going to continue to annoy me. Oh, also mountains. Whatever. These are mountains. It's mountains. Everyone knows what mountains are. Oops, that's not. I was trying to delete that dot, but that is not on this layer. Alright, so I'm gonna bring down the script, and then I'll bring it up again in the near future. And scoring might be crazy. I apologize if scoring is crazy. I might have made an error in my scoring. maths, in which case I apologize, but hey, this is open beta. This is open beta. Oh, you know what else I just realized is I don't give out the beta badge. I can give out the beta. Yeah, I'm gonna give. So I have to leave the script down for a second in order for the stuff to restart. Anyways, so I'm going to make it so that you can get the beta badge for participating in the late dictionary. Anyways. Or also. Did I say anyways? I meant to say also. Yeah, because that's the other thing you don't... Yeah, that... yeah, I forget about the late dictionary, because it's supposed to be like a surrogate for... I mean, it's supposed to be like basically equivalent to taking an action. The only difference is supposed to be that... oh, P key... Wait. Oh, right, we're calling it name here. Oops. Excuse me, sir. Please have gotten selected and then pasted. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, the rest of it should work the same. So you can get beta badge now even for late participation. I mean, that's probably not going to make a huge difference, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine how it is. All right, so I'll give the script another moment just to make sure that it repopulates, because if I don't let it cool off between runs, it does not repopulate, to the dismay of everyone involved. All right, so let's clean up this mountain edge. And what is that? That is it snow cheese layer? Oh, there it is. All right, good. That's the tough thing about having like a ton of different layers. If there's like a weird little like dot somewhere on the screen, it sometimes takes a little while to figure out what layer it's on in order to erase it. I wonder if there's like a I wonder if there's a way to like, because I mean like the dropper tool, well, no, I guess with opacity it'd be weird. I was thinking, I wonder if there's some way for the system to tell what layer you're clicking on when you click on a layer. I mean, I guess you could set like an opacity threshold and like find out the first layer with like more opacity than your opacity threshold. I don't know why I'm taking so much pains to preserve the silhouettes of these mountains, considering these are arbitrary shapes and I can just redraw them to be whatever shapes I want them to be. So I should probably spend less time trying to preserve these exact shapes, because there's nothing sacred about these exact shapes. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop. Oh, it's that thing. It's that thing where I'm not thinking about much else, so my face just makes weird noises. I don't know. I need a better art dialogue. But I think actually I think I'd have a better art dialogue if I was a more sophisticated artist. I think that's like the holds me back. Like when I have like an art dialogue. I could say what I'm doing when I'm working on art, but it'd probably sound like a kindergartner, because like the things that I'm saying, the things that I'm thinking about when I'm making art are very remedial, because I'm a remedial artist. I guess I could say them anyways. Why not? It'd also be a bit redundant, repetitive. I'm actually. Oh, sorry, Zombie. I have a. I didn't see your question at first. I have a tablet that I'm working with. It's not a very, it's like a $50 tablet that I got a few years back, and it works fine. So yeah, it's just a little bit nicer than working with a mouse. Like I was just saying, I'm not. Whoops, wrong button. Like I was saying, I'm not a very good artist, but it yeah. So I didn't like break the bank trying to buy like the sweetest hardware available, but for what art things I do, it's nice to have a little tool assistance. Because like I would be like driving myself mad if I tried to do anything like this using just a mouse. Alright, so I really shouldn't have drawn the snow and the trees on the same layer. That is going to be really annoying to deal with. But whatever. I can always just erase it. It's not like these are masterworks here. Alright, so I think this will also be the part where the tree line takes over. I mean, actually, no, I don't have to care about that because all this is covered. So, hold on, move this up here. I guess I don't know. There's no good place to put that color picker. No matter where I put it, it's sometimes in the way. All right, so I guess this is all right. So snow-covered trees versus not snow-covered trees, versus and snow-covered mountains versus I should really just wait on these trees and do them on another layer. So let's do that actually. Alright. Sorry, just one sec. I'm just getting rid of all of this junk because I mean it's kind of correct except that it's not on the right layer, and it's just gonna be quicker to redraw them on another layer in just a moment than to try and maintain the sanctity of these trees. Right. Oh gosh, they go forever. Why is this so big? All right, so I'll at that point it's probably fine. I can do whatever. Also, I just want to make the rest of this easier to work with because I don't know exactly what treatment I'm gonna do. This is why we were looking at snow-covered mountains earlier. I don't know exactly what treatment I want to do to get our mountains to look ish. So one thing I'm thinking I'll cheat with is I have this darker shade for the mountains, like where the mountains are shaded, and I think I might use this darker shade once the things get snow covered. I might just kind of like swap them out because the other thing that you'll notice of these mountains is that my mountains are a lot more brown, whereas these like snow-covered mountains tend to be like gray. I think that's just because like I don't know why that is exactly. Like I mean, when I made these mountains, I was thinking like the clay colored mountains that you'd find in like Arizona or something like that, and I don't think there's as much snow in Arizona. Maybe there's a lot of snow in Arizona. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to Arizona. I might have flown over Arizona, or I might have driven through it. No, I've probably never even driven. No, I've never driven through it. I might have flown over it once. I just don't picture it as a place with a lot of snow. I picture it as a place with like nice, rich, reddish, brownish, orangish mountains. Maybe I don't know. All right. So snow on mountains. Uh, so yeah, then there's the skyline, like this is gonna be weird, cause like, yeah, actually, let's even see like what this snow is gonna look like, cause like so hypothetically, once we switch over to the snow-covered part, like the mountains are just gonna be naturally this color. Maybe I don't know. I was just thinking this would be like slightly less weird of a contrast. But then what is the shading gonna be? Like I need a shading tone, but like, I mean, this is also already really close. These two tones are already really close. So like, if I drop it just a smidge, it'll hit this other tone. So this is 91. This is 86. So like 80 maybe. But then is that weird that the snow shading is gonna straddle the clouds? Like, I don't know. I mean, the cloud shading is technically straddling the snow already. So I don't know. I guess let's see what we can do here. Oh, what? Whoa, C, the C hotkey. Whoa. Oh, it's Oh, swaps between primary and secondary color. That is actually kind of useful. There are very many times where I'd swap between primary and secondary color. All right, so that was an accidental discovery. That's actually fairly worthwhile. Uh, but yeah, what was? Oh, right, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I was like, okay, that would also explain a few things. So wait, yeah, uh, yeah, that was on the wrong layer too. Oops. All right. So this is the shading for the snowy parts of the mountains. Like, is that gonna work? I guess that kind of works, to the extent that any of this works. Sure. Oh, but then how does that compare to the trees? I guess that's fine. I mean, this is gonna be covered in snow anyways, so it's gonna be like the word of this whole environment has been indistinct. It's gonna be very indistinct, and that's kind of accepted as a tenet going into this. Like I don't think there's a way that I could accomplish this otherwise. So, all right, that should be fine. Let's say. All right, so yeah, so at first, like these peaks are just supposed to be like snow frosted. So let's for starters, let's yeah. So on the snow layers, on the snow. Oops, that's the darker of the two colors. Uh, well, okay, so the darker of the two colors I can put on this side of the mountain. But it's not supposed to be, like, coated either. It's just supposed to be, like, kissed. Oh, I should set that as the other color, because I can do that. So I can switch between these two colors. Ah. Aha. Oops, wrong color. I can switch between them. Oh, they're both that color. Why are they both that color? Alright. So now I have this color and this. Why are they? Alright, this secondary color thing doesn't work very well. I don't know what that's supposed to do, actually. Alright. So, anyways. Alright, so snow-kissed peaks is what we get here. Why am I outside in the dark? I work best when I am constantly afraid that I might get eaten by a werewolf. Is why I'm outside in the dark. I do my best work when I'm thoroughly paranoid and have no sense of safety whatsoever. That is my development strategy. It's it keeps the heart racing. It keeps your heart rate up. Keeps you on guard. No, there's no chance to get lazy. Whoops, wrong layer. There's no chance to slack off when you could get devoured alive at any moment. Whoops, wrong layer. All right, so I feel like that is gonna have to work. So I'll put a little bit of snow on this one, just to foreshadow it as much as possible. It's like, hey, there's just arbitrarily some snow here. And like we'll start seeing snowflakes kick in, so it'll become a little clearer. Maybe I should just skip that one. Maybe that should be the first one that has snow on it. Or maybe, yeah, no, I shouldn't put any here. That's too far, I think. I think that's too far. I should just, if I want to make it more gradual, I can just change this terrain so that there are more opportunities to put snow-covered peaks. Because the point here is just to gradually make these peaks more and more snowy. So, in order to get that level of gradation, let's just add more peaks. And like at this point, this is the point where the peaks are really snowy, because then the peaks extend up into the this peak extends literally up into the clouds, which is great. And yeah. All right. So we need this color to do. We still need to do the shading on the peaks. Wait, is that the right color? Looks slightly off. No, I guess that's about right. Yeah, so some of them can be narrower or steeper or whatever. Those look like pyramids. How do I draw these mountains? Oh yeah, just more like erratic slightly, like less clean. Yeah, that's whatever. I guess I can do the same thing. Oh, I can do the same thing on the other side. I can make this line a little less pristine, a little more craggy. That's fine. And I mean, it's fine enough. It serves the purpose that we need it to serve. That looks dumb. These peaks look too samey. So let's make one a little different, I guess. This one will be a little angled or something. I don't know. Sure. I shouldn't spend too much time working at. Oh, this one can be in the foreground, I guess, or something. That differentiates them slightly, I guess. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, and there are gonna be trees here too, so yeah, that's another thing to look out for. All right, so now snow crusts. So, oh, I never restarted the script. I think we've waited long enough. Alright, so... Alright, the script is at least running at the correct speed, so that's good. I forgot if I had left it running at turbo. But looks okay. Oh yeah, so the other thing that I have to do, that I made note of yesterday, is that I realized that the text is just not visible over the snow. So I just, kind of like the action tags have like their own backing. I'm gonna do a smaller, more subtle version of like that sort of backing for the name tag text. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you know what I could do? You know, it just occurred to me that I could do is, someone mentioned once that like it's indistinct to them which character is theirs. Like they see their name tag popping up, but it's not always clear to them which character is theirs. I mean, it's like, yeah, because when they're all smushed in together, like if you have a really long name, especially, it can get a little less clear as to who is who. So, like one thing I could do is I could just put like a little arrow above the character's head. So like, yeah, maybe when I go through and do that, well, I'll add that to the backlog too. So when I say, yeah, text legible on snow, I'll add, well, no, I'll add it as something separate because it's not the same thing and it's not nearly as urgent. But so like, name tag pointer, I'll just call it, is for journey. Alright. I don't know if I'll do that, but I think it's definitely worth considering. Alright, sorry, I'm just gonna mute the microphone for a second. I'm not going anywhere though. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So mountains. Mountains and snow. Mountains and snow. Mountains and snow. Snow trees layer, yes. It's not the trees layer anymore, but whatever. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh, I should have drawn this first. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop. And then let's go in with the eraser, and I don't know, for some reason I imagine these lines more like this than how I had them before. Oops. Nah, it's fine. Actually, that just looks weird. I know it's the shape of the mountain, but the shape of the mountain looks weird, so it's going to take that in slightly. Alright, so then, yeah, more mountains, snowy peak, etc., etc. Oh, yeah, I should do this color first. Doop-a-derp, doop-a-derp-a-derp. And then this color. And actually, at this point, it can come further down the mountain, too, because we're starting to get more and more snow covered. More and more coverage. Just cover the tip of the peak. And actually, I should, oops, erase away the excess. There we go. So yeah, these can be pretty well snow covered. Excuse me. Pretty well covered. And then I will erase a little bit of the bottom layer. I don't know. And then yeah, so at this point, the mountain is going to get pretty mostly majority covered. Like there will still be some mountain peeking through, but it'll be more covered than not covered at this point. And there'll also be a lot of foliage there as well. And then let's shade this appropriately. So like just add in some shading there, some shading here. Not quite that much though. All right, and then yeah, here's where like this will be like the last visible mountain space probably. Like this, I mean, and a lot of this will be covered with trees too, but like this will be like the last spot where like any of the mountain is really visible, and then from this point on it'll be like entirely snow covered. Well, actually, I guess that's a little bit of a lie because like even in those, if we were looking at these pictures of snow-covered mountains, they weren't like my mouse. Sometimes my tablet mouse doesn't like working as much. Wait, no. Where were the? Oh, mountain snow. Yeah, even. Oh, well. Yeah, I was imagining. Yeah, like some of these mountains, like they even the very snow-covered ones aren't covered as much at the base. But I guess that's not like. It's not true of all of them. Like some of them are just very thoroughly covered. So, yeah. All right. Never mind. Don't mind me. Yeah, this will be the last. These will be the last patches of mountain free of snow, and yeah. So then the other thing, yeah, I guess this is fine in terms of like the color of the mountain, but well, for one thing, the shading should line up. Oops, wrong layer. So that would be good, right? If the shading lined up. And then oh yeah, what's this shading all about? I guess the shadow would cast across here. I guess that's what that was about. I think, I don't know. All right, that's fine. And then actually I'm gonna put a little bit here just to, and then like that. Hold on. Just to imply the depth of the mountains a little bit. Specifically to imply that this mountain in the back is taller. Oops. There we go. Or the mountain in the back is like set further back into the scenery. Oops, wait, why is this drawing on top of the clouds? Oh, because that's all one layer. Right, so I have to just draw right up against the edge of this cloud. And I guess it's a little weird that the cloud is like a slightly warmer tone, but I'm not gonna care about that right now. Just not gonna care about it. Sometimes that's the solution, and oftentimes it's the quickest solution. Alright, so yeah, shading. I do need to continue shading into the snow. So like this whole shebang. I guess there should be shading here. As there would be. And then continuing on down here. And I guess this side of there'd be like a shadow of the mountain here, I guess, kind of, maybe. Oh, but this is also going to be covered in trees mostly, so I don't have to worry too much about that. So Yeah. So this is looking pretty okay. But then, yeah, so more shading here. Uh, and then, right, but so technically more shading here as well. Oh, and these trees are going to move to a different layer, so let's just get rid of these for starters. And I think this is the very, is this, no, oh wow, this image goes for days. Oh, but this is the last hill, so from here we don't have to worry about the mountains anymore. This is the last peak that sticks out from the forest, and from here, the rest of the way it's just forest. Yes, I think. Right? Yeah. Alright. So. Alright, and then, yeah, I'll go back and do the foliage on another layer. So, we have, new layer. So this is just the snow layer. This is not the snow trees layer anymore. And then we have this layer for the trees. Hey, snow time! Alright, so for starters, I think we're using a brush size 6 earlier to get the like jaggy crests of the trees. I can zoom out slightly. Alright, so yeah, so at this point, this is the point where there's like where foliage is like more the rule than the exception. So we can like fill this in quite aggressively with the foliage. Because this peak is just like sticking out from the foliage, really. Whereas like the rest of them, it's going to be like foliage surrounding mountains, but like in this case, it's going to be mostly just like a crest sticking out from what is mostly a dense forest. So that's going to be mostly true of this one as well, actually, but maybe slightly less true. Like there might be a little more exposure there. And so then the other thing is that these mountains, or these like in the snow, like so these are like the snow-covered trees hypothetically. Might require a little bit of imagination, but these are essentially like the snow-covered trees. And then we do need the other tree color, which do we have it on this other layer? Oh no, I probably closed the file, and then I erased the tree layer. Open. Yes, it was the mountain background transition. Then we'll be using this color for the foliage outside, and we might need to make this foliage shaded or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. 6. No, wait. What am I? Why am I just pressing like random keys on my keyboard? Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just looking at stuff. Specifically, I'm looking at the chat log for the game to see if the scoring system is realistic. Nice train, nice unlock, good. And then yes, so that was good. And then perfect fly. Oh, whoa, it just did Hall of Dragons twice in a row. That's awkward. Man, them Halls of Dragons. I guess you just decided to spend the day there, is what happened there. Good job, Lauren. Perfect. Perfect fly. Alright. So, yeah, alright, so now, brush size 6. That's, I think, what I was thinking, 6. Trees are... Hey, we got a new follower. Not Mouse, hey! Welcome. Thank you for following. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Welcome. We are drawing trees, hypothetically. These are supposed to be trees. So it might require a little bit of stretch of imagination, but yeah, basically, like, oh, here, I'll do like we did with the other thing. I'll kind of make it look like they're coming from behind the mountain too, hypothetically. Yeah. How am I gonna make the snowy? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something creative to get the snow to land on the trees. Oh, for one thing, Yeah, am I using the lighter of the tones or the darker of the tones? Because I should probably use the darker of the tones, actually. Color pick, the darker of the tones. I think I was using the lighter. But, I should use the darker because, the darker will, will it'll look more like snow against the darker ones. Against the lighter ones, it'll look just like weird. But hold on. Let's see if this even works. All right, so we're gonna add more foliage. Right, so now there's like at this point there's like foliage around the base of the mountains, but it's not like dense foliage, right? It's just like it's not like all over the place. It's just like around the bases mostly, and then past here it also starts to get a little patchy too. It's not like thick coverage. It's well, actually it doesn't have to peter out so fast. There can be a little bit more foliage here. Yeah, because actually I definitely want to have more foliage like on the mountains too, so that there's like clearly snow covered foliage as well. We can have like some of the mountain peeking out here, but yeah, let's I don't know, let's just have, go a little more covered there. And then yeah, back here too. There can be more foliage here. Because this mountain is really tall. So and also that should be the other color, but whatever. We can look that up in a second. Actually, yeah, I should try it now. So like, how is it gonna look if we try and like snow cover this foliage? Like, I guess I don't know. Probably I shouldn't go like too crazy with this, but like the gist is that like I don't know, these trees get like I don't know. This is supposed to be like snow covered trees, kind of. I mean, this is the background, so it doesn't have to look perfect. It just has to look good enough. But yeah, I don't know exactly how to like kind of switch between like from the green to the oh wait, I know. I should layer this. I should layer this on first, actually. Yeah, I did it backwards because like these are the trees that are higher up because they're the snow covered ones, and then I should put the green trees like kind of on top of these a little bit, I guess. Like these will be the trees around the base of the mountain. So it'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just do it on layers. Derp. Easy. Alright, so yeah, the snow-covered trees will actually, well, actually no, they shouldn't come up that high. That's too high. So hold on, let's reset a little bit of this. And reset some of this. And then yeah, alright, so the first step will be, right, to paint in foliage of like the snow-covered variety, hypothetically. And again, this is the background, so if you're thinking to yourself, I'm not buying it, then that's fine. I'm not selling it. Eraser tool. Alright, excuse me. So like yeah, so for these like snowy perimeters, it'll be more like it'll be a bit more of the snow covered type forest. So I guess I didn't have to get those edges perfectly in there. Well, actually, some of it'll show up because the trees do eventually get less dense. So all right, so now we go over with this. Whoops, a little too far. With like this manner of texture. Actually, let's bring this one down even further, because there should be a point where it's just like, yeah, it's not even like very green anymore. Although we can pepper in some green, just not very much. Like maybe a little bit of green here, but other than that, it's like at that point it's like almost entirely snow covered. Yeah. So, oops, wrong tool. There we go. Alright, and so then, yeah, I think I'm done with the snow-covered trees. So, right, also like I said before, the foliage is also supposed to get thinner at some point. So, I needed to stretch out that transition a little bit because I needed to use the more foliage to convey the difference between the snow-covered foliage and otherwise. So actually, So yeah, how should this work actually? I guess if it comes up to there, then it should come up to here. Then maybe that's where it's like exposed more. I don't know. It's fine, I guess. And then, so yeah, this is the part where there's still gonna be a little bit of foliage, but it's gonna be like, it's not gonna come up to the snow line anymore, and it's gonna be a lot more spread out. Is this the end? This is the very end. Yeah. All right. So actually, we should play down the foliage a little bit too, because it's just start out very very sparing, and then it picks up. So I don't know. We'll have a little bit here, just to get it to, I don't know, to be vaguely gradual. And then should I highlight it? No. I mean, I could use it, but should I low light it? Like, I mean, should I shade it? Maybe. Well, I'll see how it is like this, and if I absolutely hate it, then I'll consider revisiting it. But for now, this is probably fine. Alright, so hide these, and then smoosh all the other layers together. Smoosh, smoosh, smoosh. Select all, copy. Oh yeah, file, open. Forest, no, not forest trans mountain. Snow, or no, not even snow. Mountains trans snow. Snow, and this is bg.ping. Right? Yeah. Paste that there. Save that. So that's what entering a snowstorm looks like from a distance in the mountains, I guess. Anyways, undo the smooshing of the layers, and then save this as bg.pdn, yes. Mountain trans snow, yes. Alright, so we got one down. The middle ground should be fairly straightforward, because like the, well, okay, so for one thing, let's put the covered layer in here as well, because all we need to do here is we just need to make the trees drop below the covered line. So, yeah. Oops, wrong layer. Select all, copy. We just need to make the trees drop below this line, because there's not a this layer doesn't exist in the mountains. So basically, yeah, like all we really have to do is we should probably touch this up, because some of this will be actually visible this time around. So yeah, let's clean that up a little bit. Let's also fill in these gaps. Wait, oh, the tolerance is really low. Yeah. Oop, not that far. So actually that's fine. Oops. I'm not saying anything interesting. Hey, event time. Good. Saved by the bell. Wow, I left a lot of little gaps there. I mean, it didn't really matter in the whoops. It didn't really matter in the it didn't really matter in the snow background, because there was just, you know, everything was like whited out, like everything was very indistinct. And yeah, here it matters a little bit more. All right, so we need to do a few things here. We need to we should yeah, we should hold on. Do we have this? Yeah, we have this layer saved without the snow on it, so that'll be helpful. Because like we did with the other transition, or the transition in the other direction. Oh, we can close some of these things now. We don't really need to look at these things right now. Yeah, save that as nearground.pdn. Yes, save it, please. I'm kind of done looking at that. We don't need that anymore. We don't need this right now. and we don't need this right now. Wait, what? Oh, yeah.